What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is day 24, 2021. If y'all been paying attention at all, y'all know Joe Biden has been president for 4 whole days. Has this not been the longest 4 days anyone has ever lived? I don't know about y'all, but it has been for me. So today if y'all been paying attention to anything that I've been talking about, you've heard me talk about rantsfromtheloonybin.com. And this is what I sort of want y'all to understand what Rants from the Looney Bin is all about. Basic gist of it is, about 9-10 years ago, I was all into conspiracy theories, all like the Q stuff. I seen all that kind of stuff way back before Q come out. I was like running around going, oh my God, they're doing all this. But everybody just thought I was crazy. So I just learned to live with I was crazy and people were going to do what they were going to do. But now, since all this stuff has come out and now the whole world got shut down, COVID has changed everything. Apparently what I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to be telling y'all about Jesus and how to use the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. Crash course in Christianity to where you know how to follow Jesus instead of just do what somebody else tells you, sort of like the beware of false prophets and false messiahs. See, I've told you beforehand. So basic gist of it is I didn't want to get caught up and get tricked out of my soul. So I've been doing my own research for over 5-6 years. I started off studying the Bible when I was younger, trying to destroy Christian arguments. So don't think I've come to this lightly, getting on the internet and telling y'all all about Jesus. Trust me, God has whooped my tail several times to get me to this point. And if y'all know me at all, y'all can understand the fact that I'm just trying to clean up my language is a divine intervention all in itself. So if you see me start doing stuff like that, that's because the gears are grinding and the profane language lubricant that usually makes my brain function has been taken away, and we're trying to get the Holy Spirit to replace it so I can say this stuff without cursing. So y'all pray for me on that, and I'm going to pray for you. But basically what I want to do is get into the KISS method. You know, when Jesus was talking to people, he said, when they asked him which one was the greatest of the commandments, he would say, love your God with your heart, mind, soul, all that good stuff, and love your neighbor as you love yourself. And the whole law is wrapped up in that. So a lot of people think of it, oh yeah, just the golden rule, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. I think we should go back a little bit and get some context, don't you think? People oftentimes ask me, they try to use that thing, WWJD, what would Jesus do? I think in this point, Jesus would actually read what he got written down in his notes to himself back in the day. So we're going to go back to Exodus 19. And it's interesting because this is the moment when the Israelites have come completely out of Egypt. They've already watched the 10 plagues go down. They have watched God break a Pharaoh. Do you understand what I'm telling you? They have watched God break down the most powerful man on the planet at that time. His people declared him a god. So it's not like you're just getting away from anybody. No, you were getting away from the most powerful empire on the planet at the time. Now listen to this. Now I'm going to read this. I know I don't read that well, but bear with me. But I want to point out some things as we read this, because this is going to be the KISS method introduction into Rants from the Looney Bin. Guys, we're at Exodus 19. In the 3rd month after the children of Israel had gone out of the land of Egypt, on the same day they came to the wilderness of Sinai, for they had just departed from, when y'all read this, y'all pronounce the word, I'm not going to try and make myself look like a moron at this point. I love you, but I ain't going to do it this time, okay? Y'all can read it and pronounce it for yourself. Had come to the wilderness of Sinai and camped in the wilderness. So Israel camped there before the mountain. And Moses went up to God. Y'all read that. Just Moses went up to God. Don't you wish you could just walk up to God and be like, yo, what's up? I just find that interesting, okay? I'm sorry. Maybe y'all don't, but I just wish I could walk up to God like that. And the Lord called him from the mountain, saying, Thus you shall say to the children of Jacob, and tell the children of Israel, You have seen what I did to the Egyptians, and how I bore you on eagle's wings, and brought you to myself. Interesting. That's the same phrase that is used in the rapture moments. Pull into myself, okay? Just an interesting correlation. Y'all may want to take note of that. Now, therefore, if you will indeed obey my voice and keep my covenant, then you shall be a special treasure to me above all people, for all the earth is mine, and you shall be to me a kingdom of priests, a holy nation. These are the words which you shall speak to the children of Israel. Think that's a cool deal. You get what I'm saying? So Moses came and called for the elders of the people and said before them all these things which the Lord had commanded him. Then all the people answered together and said, All that the Lord has spoken we will do. So Moses brought back the words of the people to the Lord. And the Lord said to Moses, Behold, I come to you in a thick cloud. I just find that interesting. He comes to him in a thick cloud, that the people may hear when I speak with you and believe you forever. So this is already going to be something out of a movie happening, right? So Moses told the words of the people to the Lord. Then the Lord said to Moses, Go to the people and consecrate them today and tomorrow, and let them wash their clothes, and let them be ready for the third day. There's always something about that third day. For on the third day the Lord will come down upon the mountain of Sinai in the sight of all the people. You shall set bounds for the people all around, saying, Take heed to yourself that you do not go up to the mountain or touch the base. Whoever touches the mountain shall surely be put to death. Not a hand shall touch him, but he shall surely be stoned or shot with an arrow. Whether man or beast, he shall not live. When the trumpet sounds long, they shall come near to the mountain. Now, I know y'all are looking at this going, wow, God's got a lot of rules. I don't know about y'all, but I wouldn't want to be a toddler and just thrown out onto an interstate, okay? You don't know what in the world. God has things that we don't know about. Imagine what people would think about modern medicine today if you told them about stuff like that. Man, you have to wear a mask to go to Walmart. Man, I feel like this was just a warning, huh? So, you get what I'm saying? Sometimes people don't know what they're dealing with. So when you think of God's being like rude or strict or anything like that, take a minute and back up and go, what do I not know in this situation? Just saying, just for a moment. So Moses went down from the mountain to the people and sanctified the people, and they washed their clothes. And he said to the people, Be ready for the third day. Do not come near your wives. Wow. It was even a rocky moment. You couldn't even do any of that stuff. It makes your legs weak, man. When it came to pass on the third day in the morning that there were thunderings, lightnings, and a thick cloud on the mountain, and the sound of the trumpet was very loud, so that all the people who were in the camp trembled. And Moses brought the people out of the camp to meet with God. Moses brought everybody to meet with God. Oh, can you see that foreshadowing in what Jesus is saying is going to happen with the rapture and the wedding banquet of the Lamb when you read that in Revelations? Just a thought. Okay. Now Mount Sinai was completely in smoke because the Lord descended upon in the fire, and the smoke ascended like the smoke of a furnace, and the whole mountain quaked greatly. And then the blast of the trumpet sounded long and became louder and louder. Moses spoke, and God answered him by voice. Then the Lord came down upon the mountain of Sinai on top of the mountains, and the Lord called Moses to the top of the mountain, and Moses went up. And the Lord said to Moses, Go down and warn the people, lest they break through to gaze at the Lord, and may many of them perish. So let the priests who come near the Lord consecrate themselves, lest the Lord break out against them. Go read that, because y'all going to have to really sink your teeth in to realize how serious all this stuff is. But Moses said to the Lord, The people cannot come up to Mount Sinai, for you warned us, saying, Set bounds around that mountain and consecrate it. Then the Lord said to him, Away, get down, and then come up, you and Aaron with you. But do not let the priests and the people break through to come up to the Lord, lest he break out against them. So Moses went down to the people and spoke to them. All this is building up to the Ten Commandments. Okay, I'm going to take something to drink real quick. Sorry. I would edit this out, but I want to do all this in one shot, so y'all going to just get to ride along with me. And God spoke all these words saying, this is the Ten Commandments, guys. Have y'all ever really read the Ten Commandments? And I mean, I'm not talking about read them in Sunday school, heard a sermon on them, this, that, and the other. I'm talking about just really sinking your teeth into and going, okay, what is the Ten Commandments? What are these 10 steps that I'm supposed to be really, really paying attention to? For me, I'm a moron most of the time, and sometimes I have to be put back and check at base. You know, get back to the foundation. Keep it simple, stupid, okay? This is what the Lord said. I am the Lord your God who brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. You shall have no other gods before me. I feel that's pretty fair, okay? He brought them out of Egypt, got them out of being slaves, everything. I feel like that we can deal. I would be okay with that. You shall not make for yourselves carved images, any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is on the water beneath the earth. You shall not bow down to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children to the third and the fourth generations of those who hate me, but showing mercy to thousands, to those who love me and keep my commandments. So basically what I'm supposed to do is not worship any other gods, and I'm not supposed to make no idols, no marketing logos, anything that like that, and bow down to. And okay, so just thinking, if you want to really get down to the brass tacks of it, don't you think it would be a good way if you wanted to get people to worship false gods? Marketing would be how you done it. Just a question. How many folks out there have to have the brand new iPhone? It's got a little idol on it. Just saying. People who love their Jordans. Just saying. Make up your own decision. I just want to make sure I point it out to you and go, maybe this is something you should think about if you're going to keep it simple, stupid. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord your God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless who takes his name in vain. Do you know what vain means? Saying idly. Oh my God, OMG. You just took the Lord's name in vain. It's not just GD. Just something to think about. I'm just as guilty as everyone else. You just watched me on camera. I'm hoping that wasn't using the Lord's name in vain because I was illustrating a point, but you get what I'm saying. Don't think I'm holier than thou. I'm not trying to convict y'all of anything. If you're feeling pissed off right now, it's because you're being convicted by the Holy Spirit. I ain't got nothing to do with it. That's all between you and God. Y'all do your thing. Now remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. 6 days you shall work and do all your work. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord your God. In it you shall do no work, you, nor your son, nor your daughter, nor your male servant, your female servant, your cattle, nor strangers who's within your gate. For in 6 days the Lord made the heaven, the earth, the sea, and all that is in them, and rested on the seventh. Therefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. Okay, guys, y'all know what day the Sabbath is? It's Saturday, not Sunday. You better start paying attention. Hey, you can think I'm bat done crazy, but you better pay attention. They are trying to fool you. Honor your father and your mother, that the days may be long upon the land which the Lord your God is giving you. So basically, you got to take care of the people who took care of you. Always remember that. Now, we get to the last ones. Guys, this is pretty easy. This I don't understand why people have such a hard time with this. You shall not murder. Okay. You shall not commit adultery. Okay, I'm married. I don't want to be sleeping with nobody else. I don't want her sleeping with nobody else. We cool. We good. We good. No, we don't have to do that. Okay, so no adultery. We're good. You shall not steal. Okay. You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. Wow, these ain't that hard. You shall not covet your neighbor's house. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife, nor his male servant, nor his female servant, nor his ox, nor his donkey, or anything that is your neighbor's. So basically, all WWJD means is don't be. Now, I'm trying not to cuss. We have a swear jar in the house, and it looks to be getting filled up pretty quick between all the folks. It's quite interesting. So I'm going to try to keep my quarters to myself today. I'm going to say, I guess what WWJD means is don't be a Dick Cheney. Now, all the people witnessed the thundering, lightning, sounding of trumpet, and the mountain smoking. And when the people saw it, they trembled and stood off afar. Then they said to Moses, "You speak with us, and we will hear. But do not let God speak to us, lest we die." People saw all this and was afraid. And Moses said to the people, "Do not fear, for God has come to test you, and that his fear may be for you, so that you may not sin." Basically, he was just having to let you know he could do it. How many times right now do you think people are joking? Pay attention, folks. It's going to get really, really strange very soon. So the people stood afar off, and Moses drew near the thick darkness where God was. I just find that so interesting that Moses drew near to thick darkness where God was. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Thus you shall say to the children of Israel, you have seen that I have talked with you from heaven. You shall not make anything to be with me. Gods of silver or gods of gold you shall not make for yourselves. an altar of earth you shall make for me. You shall sacrifice on it your burnt offerings, and for peace offerings your sheep, your oxen. In every place where I record my name, I will come to you, and I will bless you. And if you make me an altar of stone, you shall not build it of hew stone, for use your tool on it, you have profaned it. Nor shall you go up by the steps by my altar, that your nakedness may not be exposed on it. So basically, folks, what I'm telling you is, let's be like a Brian McKnight song, and let's go back to one. And just for a moment, read back over those verses in Exodus 19 through 20, and just get an idea of what the Ten Commandments really mean. Because, guys, there's going to be coming a time very soon, and I've been telling you this for a long time now. It's going to be a time very soon when you're going to have to choose exactly what you mean. There's not going to be any of this, oh, I don't know anymore. Because I'm going to tell you something. Right now, we are seeing all the stuff go down that we're seeing go down because it has to be shown. You have to know the light from the darkness. There's not going to be any excuse. And remember, the people who are running the show right now, all they done was change the language on us, where they call them congressmen, presidents, senators, and judges. They called Pharisees, scribes, and lawyers in the days of Jesus. Go read Matthew 23. I'm going to let y'all read that one on your own. Read that one on your own. You get enough of how Jesus really felt about these folks. But listen, the reason all this stuff is going out like this is because we got a perfect separation of the wheat and the tares right now. And I want y'all to go look at Luke 10, 23, and 24. Blessed are the eyes that see the things you see, for I tell you that many prophets and kings have desired to see what you see and have not seen it, and to hear what you hear and have not heard it. Guys, we are literally sending satellites into space. People are trying to get to Mars. We are literally invading the heavens. The last time this happened was the story of the Tower of Babel. You'll need to go back and read that story and realize that all this stuff is foreshadowing and converging. So I want to make sure that y'all understand one more thing. Listen to this. Luke, let's go with Matthew 23:13. Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, the leaders, congressmen, presidents, hypocrites, for you shut up the kingdom of heaven against men, for neither you go in yourselves, nor do you allow those who are entering to go in. He made sure he nailed it again with Luke. Woe to you, lawyers, for you have taken away the keys of knowledge. You did not enter in yourselves, and those who were entering you hindered. So understand, all these people that are telling you they have your best interest at heart, they don't. Beware of the leaven of the Pharisees, which is hypocrisy. Understand why this is happening. For there is nothing covered that will not be revealed, nor hidden that will not be known. There is nothing that has been spoken in the ear in the inner room that will not be proclaimed on the rooftops. You want to know why the past 4 days have seemed so long? Because we have got a lot more revealing to go. Buckle up, guys. 2021 is going to be a whole mini-series in itself. I hope y'all like these things. Go to check out rantsfromtheloonybin.com. Like, subscribe, hit the little bell thing. I got 74 subscribers. You guys rock. When I was doing stand-up comedy, if I had 70 people in the room, oh my God, we were going to do this. And I'm not using my Lord's name in vain right there, because God is the one who gave me y'all as an audience, because I shouldn't be sitting in the corner and nobody listening to me. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I want to say to y'all this evening. I love y'all.